Hello. Ready for a little letting go of stress? That's what I'm here for. I'm Anti-Angel, by the way, ZGALA, the art angel. This is the Head Hutt. It's a beautiful time of day right now. And I was noticing a little bit of angst and anxiety accumulating in my body, so I thought I would come out and do a little stretching. And as usual, I invite you to join me to whatever degree feels right in your body. I like to remind you there's not one way, and you don't have to put on a special outfit or do it any particular way. What I'm about to do is what I like to call 3 breaths to let go of stress. Only I'm going to add a little bit to that. But the general idea is just to bring awareness into the body, check in with the self, maybe straighten up the spine a little bit, shake the shoulders around a little bit, just breathe in and breathe out with the intention of letting go, dissipating some of the stress which tends to accumulate in the body. So I like to do that along with 3 deep breaths and some shoulder shrugs, and then I'm going to do a little more moving these shoulders around. Let's just do a little of that before and after. Move them around back and forth. Can move them around up and down. Can move them up and down together. Forward and back together. All those little variations that can help just dissipate stress. And let's take a moment or two to root into the center of the earth. Just find a comfortable upright position. I'm going to keep my palms up and on my hand or on my knees down here. And breathe in, lifting the shoulders, dropping the diaphragm, trying to sometimes it helps to push out the belly intentionally. Breathe in a little more, holding that, and then just letting it go. I encourage you to make some noise, a little bit of heavy sigh noise. Try out some different ones. I'm going to do the same. We'll try another one. Breathing in. Scrunching up. Sometimes I like to get the fingers and the toes and the pelvic floor involved. Breathing in a little more, and then swinging the arms in between. That's a good way to get everything to relax. I like to alternate left over right and right over left. Just winging them back, kind of getting a little rigorous with that wing because that puts a nice stretch into it. And let's do one more. Breathing in. Pulling the shoulders up into the ears, adding the fingers and the toes, pulling up in the pelvic floor. Breathing in a little more, and then just trying out a different heavy sigh. Again, I encourage you to try out some different ones. Let's add just a little bit of spinal twisting while we're here. It occurs to me, so I'm going to bring the right hand to the left knee. Scooch back just a little bit. Maybe you can get a little perspective. Then I'm going to bring this left hand behind the body, right in close to the gluteal crevasse, as it was called in massage school. That's your butt crack. For those of you still out on the street. And I'm going to start by shifting from the bottom. So trying to shift through the pelvis, coming up the spine, shifting through the spine. And I'm using my 2 hands for torque and support, coming all the way through the neck and looking with the eyes behind the body, really giving that whole upper body a wringing out, giving all those internal organs a hug. Getting into that spinal twist, and then from the top to the bottom unwinding. So starting with the eyes, coming through the neck and the shoulders and the torso and back to center. Let's shake off some stress. Shake it to the left and shake it to the right. And then bring in the left hand over to the right knee and bringing that right hand in close to the body. And again, from the bottom to the top, coming through the pelvis, through the spine, through the neck, and with the eyes, really wringing out the spine, giving that upper body a nice twist. And then unwinding all of that, first with the eyes, the neck, the shoulders, the torso, and the pelvis. Coming back to center, just wiggling that around a little bit. Let's bring one hand overhead for an additional side twist, or side bend rather. Stretch along the side, that's what I was trying to articulate. Lifting the other arm and then bending over, keeping those hips well grounded. Again, getting a nice stretch through the side of the body. Let's do that again on the other side. First, back to center, lifting the arm, and then bending gently over, keeping that opposite hip grounded. Let's change that up just a little bit by looking up into the elbow, kind of adding a gentle twist to that stretch, and then back forward and back to center, lifting the other arm, going over to the left, keeping that right hip grounded, and then looking up at the elbow, adding just a gentle twist. I notice I'm using this other arm for torque and support again, kind of holding on to that knee. Do whatever works for you. I'm going to do what works for me. That's the point of this. Let's shake that out again. Maybe shake and bounce one then the other. I'm going to bring the hands together behind the back and clasp hands, press palms, and then roll the shoulder blades together. Seeing if I can touch the elbows, but sometimes I can. And rounding forward, bringing those arms with me for a nice, gentle, or not so gentle counter stretch. Round the spine, aiming the nose for the shins, and make it more of a flat back, bringing the chin out, aiming for the floor, out somewhere ahead of me, and then coming back to upright, just releasing those hands, and again, shaking them to the left and shaking them to the right. There you have it. Nice upper body stretch, a little de-stressing. Just add another heavy sigh for good measure. I like to do these clap snaps just to check in with my nervous system. A little slow today, got a little inflammation going on. Tends to come and go in my body, and that's why I check in regularly with my body, trying to remind my body that I'm worthy of my own love, and I'd like to remind you, you are worthy of your own love. So I hope you're giving yourself that. I hope you're remembering that you are enough exactly as you are. You are worthy of this existence, and also you can probably do more than you think. So I encourage you to stay curious, stay courageous, hopefully get more fit so you can be more free. And I thank you for stopping by. I thank you if you like and subscribe, and I'll be talking to you soon. Ciao for now.